In the summer of 1977, deep in the heart of Ohio, a radio telescope known as the Big Ear was listening. It was part of the SETI project, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, patiently scanning the cosmos for any sign that we are not alone. For years, the telescope heard nothing but the faint background static of the universe, the ancient echoes of distant stars and galaxies. But on the night of August 15th, something changed. For just 72 seconds, the Big Ear picked up a signal so powerful, so unusual, it defied all known natural explanations. A signal that, according to our understanding of the universe, simply shouldn't have been there. The astronomer on duty that night was Jerry Eman. As he reviewed the data printouts from the telescope, his eyes widened. The computer had recorded a burst of radio waves that was 30 times stronger than the background noise of deep space. It was a narrow band signal, concentrated at a very specific frequency. This wasn't the chaotic roar of a quasar or the broad hum of a nebula. This was clean, focused, and seemingly deliberate. Stunned by what he was seeing, Eamon grabbed a red pen, circled the alphanumeric code that represented the signal's intensity, 6EQUJ5, and in the margin, he wrote a single, famous word, "Wow." And just like that, the "wow" signal was born. It was a fleeting whisper from the void, a 72-second mystery that has puzzled scientists and captivated the world for nearly half a century. So, what made this signal so special? To understand that, we need to talk about frequencies. Imagine the radio spectrum as a massive piano keyboard. Most natural cosmic sources, like stars and galaxies, are like someone mashing their arms across the keys. They produce a wide, noisy range of frequencies all at once. But the wow signal was different. It was like a single, clear note being played. It appeared at a frequency of 1420 megahertz. This specific frequency is incredibly significant because it's the natural emission frequency of hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe. Scientists had long theorized that if an intelligent civilization wanted to send a beacon across the stars, this hydrogen line would be the perfect universal calling card. It's a quiet channel in the cosmic static, a cosmic waterhole where different species might gather to communicate. The fact that the wow signal appeared precisely here was either a mind-boggling coincidence or a sign of something truly extraordinary. It was a signal that seemed almost tailor-made to be found. Naturally, the scientific community was skeptical. Before jumping to extraterrestrial conclusions, every other possibility had to be meticulously ruled out. The first suspect was earthly interference. Could it have been a passing airplane, a military satellite, or even a weather balloon? Researchers checked flight logs, satellite orbits, and military activity records. Nothing matched. The signal's characteristics also didn't align with any known terrestrial transmissions. Plus, the Big Ear telescope used 2 receivers, and the signal was detected in only one of them, precisely following the telescope's path across the sky as it tracked the constellation Sagittarius. This pattern strongly indicated that the source was fixed in deep space, not something moving in our atmosphere or orbiting Earth. So, the terrestrial explanation was quickly discarded. What about a natural, but previously unknown, cosmic event? Scientists considered pulsars, which are rapidly spinning neutron stars that emit beams of radiation. But pulsars have a very distinct, repeating pulse, and the wow signal was a one-off event. It appeared and then vanished. Other ideas included interplanetary scintillation, the twinkling of a distant radio source as it passes behind the solar wind. But the signal was far too strong and stable for that. It was a steady, powerful blast, not a flicker. In recent years, a theory emerged suggesting the signal could have been caused by the hydrogen clouds surrounding a pair of comets that were in that region of the sky at the time. However, this idea was later debunked. When astronomers pointed modern radio telescopes at those same comets, they found no trace of a similar signal. Every natural explanation that scientists proposed seemed to fall short. Each theory crashed against the unique and stubborn facts of the wow signal. After exhausting all known natural and man-made possibilities, only one tantalizing, almost unbelievable explanation remained: that the wow signal was a message from an intelligent extraterrestrial civilization. This isn't a claim made lightly. It's a conclusion reached by process of elimination. The signal had all the hallmarks of what we'd expect from an alien beacon. It was powerful, indicating a massive transmitter. It was narrow band, suggesting an artificial origin. And it was at the hydrogen line frequency, the logical channel for interstellar communication. Could it have been a deliberate hello from a civilization hundreds or even thousands of light years away? A message in a bottle thrown into the cosmic ocean that just happened to wash up on our shore? The thought is staggering. It would mean that in the vast, silent darkness of space, someone is out there. Someone intelligent enough to build a transmitter and aim it at a star system like ours, hoping for a reply. It would change everything we thought we knew about our place in the universe. But if it was a message, why did it only appear once? This is perhaps the most frustrating part of the mystery. In the hours, days, and years following the discovery, astronomers repeatedly pointed the Big Ear and other more powerful telescopes back to that exact spot in the sky. They listened and they waited. They have conducted over 100 different searches of that region. But there was only silence. The signal has never been detected again. This silence has led to a number of theories. Perhaps the source was not a continuously broadcasting beacon, but a targeted, one-time transmission. Or maybe it was a sweeping beacon, like a cosmic lighthouse, and we just happened to be in its path for a fleeting 72 seconds. Another possibility is that the signal was coming from a probe or ship moving through space, which has since traveled far beyond our reach. We might have simply been in the right place at the right time to overhear a conversation that was not meant for us. Or, a more somber thought, perhaps the civilization that sent it is no longer there. Their message might be an echo, traveling through space long after its creators have gone silent. Decades have passed, and technology has advanced beyond what Jerry Amon could have dreamed of in 1977. We now have arrays of telescopes, like the Allen Telescope Array, dedicated solely to the search for extraterrestrial signals, scanning millions of star systems with incredible sensitivity. Yet the WOW signal remains a unique anomaly, a singular event in the history of astronomy. It stands as a powerful reminder of how much we still don't know about the cosmos. It was a brief, tantalizing glimpse behind a curtain that has remained firmly closed ever since. It challenged our assumptions and ignited our imaginations, becoming a symbol of both the vast potential and the profound loneliness of our existence. Was it a statistical fluke, a bizarre natural phenomenon we have yet to understand? Or was it proof that humanity had, for just over a minute, made contact with another intelligence? We simply don't have the answer. The legacy of the WOW signal is not just about the possibility of aliens. It's about the spirit of curiosity that drives us to look up at the night sky and wonder. It fuels our quest for knowledge and our desire to understand our place in the grand scheme of things. It reminds us that the universe is full of mysteries waiting to be solved. And while the signal itself has faded into the background noise, its impact continues to resonate. It encourages a new generation of scientists, engineers, and dreamers to keep listening, to keep searching, and to never stop asking the big questions. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence is, in many ways, a search for ourselves, a reflection of our own hopes, fears, and our unending desire to connect. The silence from that patch of sky in Sagittarius is profound, but it's not an ending. It's a cliffhanger. So where do we go from here? The search continues. With projects like the Breakthrough Listen initiative and the upcoming Square Kilometer Array, our ability to scan the heavens will grow exponentially. We will be able to listen for signals that are fainter and further away than ever before. Perhaps one day, we'll find another signal like WOW, but one that stays, one that repeats, one that we can finally decipher. Or perhaps we won't. Maybe we will listen for centuries and hear nothing but the quiet hum of the cosmos. Either outcome is profound. The wow signal is a piece of that puzzle. It's an unsolved case file, a cosmic cold case that continues to intrigue and inspire. It sits at the intersection of science and imagination, a single word, wow, written in the margins of history, pointing towards an unknown horizon. The universe is quiet, but is it empty? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more explorations of the cosmos. See you next time.